Philly Boy J here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to make a pretty unique dish that you may not have seen or heard of before. Parmesan Crusted chicken. I first made this recipe many years ago, around 2013 or so. And it's interesting how I learned about this recipe, because I found it on the back of a container of breadcrumbs, just like this container here. See, it has a recipe on the back of it. And what I found interesting about the recipe, and what made me decide to try it, is the fact that it used a combination of grated Parmesan cheese and mayo to make the breadcrumbs adhere to the chicken. Most fried chicken recipes use an egg wash, like a combination of eggs and milk or eggs and water to make the breadcrumbs adhere to the chicken. But this one used a cheesy mayo mixture, and it gives the chicken so much flavor. The chicken is juicy and tender. It's crispy and super flavorful. That's what stands out most about this recipe, is how flavorful the chicken is. So I make it time to time when I want some fried chicken, but want some extra flavor to it. And it's a pretty easy and simple recipe, so it don't take me no time to make it. So I want you guys to try this recipe. The ingredients that you are going to need are boneless chicken breast, panko breadcrumbs, plain breadcrumbs, mayo, a bunch of seasonings, vegetable oil, and grated Parmesan cheese. Make sure you have all those ingredients. For the full recipe, list of ingredients and instructions, and any additional information you need to know regarding this recipe, visit my website, PhillyJCooking.com. Let's get to it. All right, so what we're going to do first is season the chicken. But before we season the chicken, I'm going to show you guys how to slice it. You want to slice the boneless chicken breast into pretty thin pieces, because they're going to swell up as they fry, okay? So what I like to do is I like to slice it. What is this? Is this lengthwise? I like to slice it lengthwise first. Like that. All right, then what I do is I slice them in half, usually diagonally, okay? You can't keep them like this if you want to make big pieces of chicken, but just to make enough for a lot of people, slice them in half like this. And use a sharp knife, because this knife is not sharp. All right, so here are our pieces of chicken. They are relatively even in length and thickness. What we're going to do now is season them and then massage the seasonings in. Massage the seasonings in. Make sure both sides of the chicken pieces are well seasoned. So what we're going to do first is make sure that the breadcrumbs are well combined. So give the panko and the plain breadcrumbs a nice stir. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to combine the mayo and the grated Parmesan cheese. Stir them together. Make sure it's well combined. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to get our chicken. We're going to coat both sides with the cheesy mayo mixture. So press the boneless chicken into the cheesy mayo. Turn it over. Press it again. Make sure both sides have a semi-thick layer of cheesy mayo. You don't want it to be too thick, but make sure there's enough on there so that the breadcrumbs stick. Like that. You want to lift it up. See, both sides are well coated. Okay. Might want to remove a little bit of this. Then we're just going to press it into the breadcrumbs. Make sure both sides are well coated. Make sure it's coated well. Press the breadcrumbs into the chicken. Shake off the excess breadcrumbs and set it aside. I'm going to do that. You do the same, and I'll get back with you guys once I'm all done. All right, so this is how our chicken is looking. What we're going to do now is we're going to move over to the stove and preheat our oil. All right, y'all. So what we're going to do now is get a large skillet and place it over medium-high heat. And we're only going to add 4 to 5. We're going to fry 4 to 5 at a time. All right, so after about 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to flip them. Use 2 spatulas to make it easier. All right, and now we're going to remove them and sit them on a cooling rack. We're going to fry the second batch. And I'll get back with you guys once I'm all done. All right, y'all, here is our Parmesan Crusted chicken. It smells absolutely delicious. It's crispy. Like I said, it's flavorful. It's really juicy and tender. For the full recipe, again, visit PhillyJCooking.com. You know what I got to do. You know I got to try it on camera. So give me a fork and a knife. I want to try, let's see which one I want to try. This one right here. This brown skin one. tender. Look at that. Look at that. Let me take a bite. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yup. You can taste that grated Parmesan cheese. You can even taste the mayo. I wonder if that's what makes it so tender. Every time I make it this way, it's always so tender. The flavor is so strong. Y'all gotta try this, y'all. It seems basic. It may even seem boring, but it's not. My God. Every time I make this for somebody, they be like, "What you put in that?" Like I said, what stand out the most about this recipe is the flavor. See y'all later.